Hello, today in the lesson we will learn how to multiply decimal fractions by 10, 100,000. This algorithm will help us a lot when we divide a decimal fraction by a decimal fraction, but today we are talking about multiplying decimals by the numbers 10, 100,000, 10,000, and so on. To begin, you and I are going to try multiplying the following decimal fraction, which is 9 whole 8,260 5/10,000ths times 10. This multiplication we can do in column or by converting them into fractional numbers. Let's do it in fractions. So 9 whole numbers, 8,265 10,000ths. I'm multiplying by 10. According to the rules of multiplying a mixed number by a number, I have to convert to an improper fraction. I get the following number, 98,265 10,000ths. And I multiply that fraction by the first 10. I know how to multiply, and I will reduce. That is 10, and here 10,000 is reduced. I will remove one zero. As a result, I get the following fraction, 98,265 thousandths, which is thousandths. And I can write this fraction as a decimal fraction. So what I get is, I emphasize the whole part. I get 98,265 thousandths, and I write this mixed number as a decimal fraction, that is 98 whole 265 thousandths. As you can see, a very long algorithm, very long steps. A lot of these steps that will lead us to the final answer. I wanted to draw your attention to the next entry. I'm going to go back to my example and write down 9 whole 8,265. I multiplied by 10, and the result is the number 98 whole 265 thousandths. What happened? Without paying attention to our actions, I want to pay attention to what the number was and what the resulting number was. Specifically, I want to pay attention to our point where it is located. I want you to notice that at the beginning of the example, I had 9 whole numbers and it became 98 whole numbers when I multiplied by 10. When I multiplied by 10, the 10 contains 1 0. Look at 1 0. And what happened to my decimal point? It moved one position to the right again, 9.9. 8,265 I multiplied by 10. In my multiplier in the 10 with 1 0. And as a result, this point has moved one digit to the right side. That is, the result was 98.265 thousandths. Thus, I can apply this rule in my subsequent actions as well, viz. The same number, 9,8265, I now want to multiply by 100. Let's not apply this algorithm, but let's do the math using the rule that we've been looking at. So what am I paying attention to? In my multiplier 102 zeros, that is, I must move my point 2 digits, 1, 2, 2 digits to the right, and the result is 982 whole 65 hundredths, and that would be the correct answer. That is, in order to multiply a decimal fraction by 10, 100,000, and so on, we just need to move our point to the right by as many signs as the number of zeros in our multiplier, and a few more examples. 9,8265. Let's multiply that by 1,000. Let's pay attention to how many zeros are in our multiplier. That's 3 zeros. Therefore, I have to move our point 3 positions. 3 positions to the right, 1, 2, 3. That is, our dot will be after the number 6. I write down the answer, 9,826.6. 5/10. Let's check the 3 zeros, 1, 2, 3. I had a dot after the 9, that is, I had a dot right here. I move to the right, 1, 2, 3, and this point will stand after the 6. The answer is 9,826.5. In the next lesson, we will learn to divide a decimal fraction by a decimal fraction using this algorithm. And that's all for today. Goodbye. See you again.